NXT took place tonight in Orlando, Florida. It's home at the WWE Performance Center. You had on commentary Booker T, Corey Graves, who it's worth noting that it was announced today that both Corey Graves and his wife Carmella are expecting a second child, so congratulations to both of them. And Vic Joseph, who happened to mention Joe Hendry's name, say his name, and he appears. And Hendry comes out, cuts a promo on Trick Williams for attacking him on the TNA show this past weekend. He calls him out, but Dark State appears to lay him out with a powerbomb. I don't give a shit about Dark State. Io Sky's backstage talking to Ava. She wants Julia and Roxanne Perez because they've been attacking her on Raw. Jordan Grizz comes up and asks her to be her tag team partner, and Io agrees, so that's her main event. Also, worth noting, there's reports that Liv Morgan has scored a major film role. I mean, people aren't just saying it's a comic book movie or an action movie or anything like that. It's supposed to be like this major dramatic role, so congratulations to Liv, whatever it is. And that might spell the end of her wrestling career. If this movie really hits, she's going to have more opportunities, and it's going to be it for her in wrestling, so we'll see what the announcement is. Anyway, you have Lexis King and Ricky Saints backstage. They backstage are walking to the ring for their match. You had Carmen Petrovic talking to Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxi in a cafe. They're both just randomly laying on a bar. And then that loser, Ashanti Adonis, said he got her a match with Sol Ruca. She doesn't want it. I'm just thinking, can we get rid of this fucking loser? This Hit Row is fucking cursed. Fuck Hit Row, man. It sucks. He had Ricky Saints and Lexis King. Decent matchup, not much. Alright, it was fine. Ricky won. They did the NXT Spotlight on the Culling. You had Tony D'Angelo come out. He cuts this long and passionate promo on Stacks and everything that happened, how he feels betrayed. He really goes on it, and then we see Stacks on a bridge. I'm thinking, all right, he's going to announce that Luca fell off the bridge and he's swimming with the fishes or something, but he really doesn't. He threatens Choney, and they go back and forth, and then someone inside the ring jumps to Don Choney, and he fights him off, and then we're just going to get this match eventually, and I really don't care that much about it. We see Sol Ruca heading to the ring, accompanied by her friend Zarya. Then we go backstage. This was a random segment. We see the Metaphor. They're all with Noam Dar, who is their new... he's not the new. I mean, he's held this trophy several times, but he did recently win the North America... what's it called? The Heritage Cup Champion trophy, whatever it's called. And they're talking to him, and we see the Metaphor to reunite him one last time backstage, and they just randomly agree to go their separate ways. Lash Legend's the one who pushed it, and we have Lash, Jakara, Noam Dar. I forget who the other guy's name is, to be honest, but out of nowhere, they just agreed they're going to go their separate ways, and that is the end of the Metaphor in NXT. So, another stable broken up. The family's gone, Metaphor's gone. Chase U was gone, but they brought it back, so a lot of... they're changing really a lot about the show. You had Sol Ruca and Carmen Petrovic. Match was alright. Sol Ruca won with the Soul Snatcher. After the match, Ashanti Adonis is talking to Carmen. He's trying to get her to talk to him. He grabs her arm, and then she just head kicks him. I'm thinking to myself, yes, mercilessly, one of the worst storylines NXT history has done. Thank goodness this has been one of the worst storylines ever. Carmen is free. I hope to see Carmen Petrovic do better things. And I think Ashanti Adonis, he might want to ask Top Dollar, whatever the hell he's doing nowadays, for a job, because that's where he's going. He's out of here, man. And Trick, what am I going to say? Hit Row just sucks. Anyway, Trick Williams was heading to the ring, and he cuts a promo on Joe Hendry. He bragged a lot about getting this new movie role on the CW, so he's obviously a heel now. Ava announced the 25-man Battle Royal next week. The winner faces Oba Femi at Battleground. So you had Julia and Roxanne Perez backstage. They're forming a new alliance. Julia's English is still coming up. It's not really very good. They both say they're unstoppable, so they're going to have this new faction or new team. I really don't care about it. I'd rather see them both on their own, but I guess they're both on the main roster. I'm whole confused. Vaquera has to still be in NXT because she's champ. I guess Julia and... Why is Roxanne in NXT? I think Julia probably should be in NXT a little bit longer, as is Vaquera. I want to see them have a long feud, a singles feud, and have more than one match. But, I mean, why is Roxanne still here? Like, Roxanne, why are you in NXT still? It's incredible. She has had one of the longest tenures in NXT history. It's like, oh, anyway. Oh, backstage, Yoba Femi's interviewed by Kelly Kincaid, and then he's randomly interrupted by, I don't know, The Undertaker. The Undertaker is here. He's promoting LFG, and he tells Oba it's his your yard, but he has competition. He brings 3 random guys from his show. I don't watch LFG, don't care to. And he shakes Oba's hand, and got a random appearance from the Dead Man, the Phenom, the American Badass, The Undertaker. You had Hank and Takeout for their matchup with Josh Briggs and Inamura. It was a good match. It was fine. It was a good big man match. Briggs and Inamura, I'm not sure where they go from here. I don't know. I was confused last week. Is Inamura done in NXT? Is he going back to Japan? I'm not sure what's going to happen with him. I think they work with Noah, that Japanese promotion. So I'm not sure what's happening with Inamura. But they lost. It was a good match, though. But Hank and Tank beat them again. North Dakota Catch Crews backstage. Bourne said that he wants next week's going to be huge. It's boring, to be honest. I think Ren Sinclair was asked about Charlie Dempsey. I forget even what happened here. And I apologize for forgetting. I'm still very under the weather. If you've been watching my latest videos, you'll know I am not doing well right now. I am sick as fuck, so I'm doing my best to get through this review. We hear random audio. When we pan to the crowd, it's Trick Williams on the All-American show for the CW. I don't care. We get a Chase U video, so it's funny. There's a classroom, and 2 kids are late, and one of the kids is upset, so he asks Andre Chase about the time schedule, and then Andre Chase basically tells him, to go fuck his question. It was so weird as a babyface, and it's like, the kid's right, the 2 other kids were late, and I'm thinking to myself, it was just so awkward, but everyone likes it. It's Chase U. People like Chase U. It sells merchandise, so it is what it is. I don't mind Chase U being a part of the show, but I don't know much about that segment. Backstage, Kalani Jordan confronts the NXT North American Women's Champion, Sol Ruka, for a title shot. Sol initially is ready to give it to her. She wants to face Kalani. Maybe she wants revenge for that match she lost to her last year. But then Zarya gets upset about it. She's saying that she doesn't get to challenge her, and she's making Sol's decision to her. Zarya challenges Kalani for a match, and Kalani accepts, so that's your match next week. I don't know if it's next week. Joe Hendry's backstage with the trainer. Hank and Take tell him they believe in him. Joe wants help against Dark State. They grant that to him. They're ready to all fight with him, and they all do the honk honk together, which was okay. Then we have Roxanne Perez and Julia main eventing against Io Sky and Jordan Grace. So one thing that was pretty cool is that the announcers announced the announcers acknowledged Miko Satomura's retirement. She was on NXT for a while. She's retired. I thought that was really classy of them. I'm not sure what her status is with the company, if she's still under contract or something, but I thought that was good. That was very classy. Great main event. So the show I didn't really like that much. I was bored through a lot of it. I'm just not feeling well, to be honest, but I thought the main event was excellent. It really delivered. All 4 of these women are great. Julia's great. Jordan Grace, I think she's probably my least favorite of the 4, but she's still good. Roxanne, I really like Roxanne Perez. And Io Sky, I think, is probably the best female wrestler in the company right now. She was great. Io was great. Io, the one thing I didn't like a little bit was near the end of the match, Julia and Jordan just kind of disappeared for a bit. We didn't really know what happened to them, and it just ends up as a singles for the last few minutes with Io and Roxanne, and both were great. They had really good chemistry together. They're kind of both the same size, so we knew it would work. Eventually, Io Sky would put Roxanne Perez away. She hit her with the over the moonsault. Io Sky wins. She celebrates, and I liked her appearance on NXT. And yeah, she celebrated alone though, so Jordan didn't get back in the ring with her. But we hear Jordan Grace's name later. So we go backstage, and Stephanie Vaquera is there. She's talking to Ava, and she wants to defend her championship. Ava announces it's Julia against Jordan Grace next week, and the winner faces Stephanie Vaquera. So that'll be at Battleground. Then the announcers preview next week's show, which I have to say looks a lot better than this week's. It's much more of an eventful show. And then we're off to the Battleground show, which is not till the 24th, so they still have a few weeks to promote that. It was weird because for Stand and Deliver, they really didn't start announcing matchups for the last 2 weeks, but I think they're taking this show a little bit more seriously, and that was NXT tonight. Got a really good main event, and we got a cool Undertaker cameo, so it's some good stuff here. We'll see where we're going next for NXT.